guys, and welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a bit of a whispered reading for you guys. A Wiki Wednesday whispers, in fact. And I was thinking about what should we talk about today, and I was thinking of doing an old request, or trying to pick something that sounded interesting to me, and then I thought, Pokemon Go. It's everywhere right now. It's huge. You've probably played it. If you haven't played it, you know somebody who's played it. I've played it a little bit. So I thought, let's do the Wikipedia article on Pokemon Go. Right now, the game has been out for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure exactly how long, but a couple of weeks. And I've played it a little bit. I'll be honest, I am a pretty big Pokemon fan. I think I talked about this in the Pokemon Wiki Wednesday Whispers, but I was a big fan of Pokemon when I was a kid, when it first came out. And then I kind of got out of it after the Gold, Silver, Crystal generation. That was Gen 2. And I didn't play it for a long time. And then when X and Y came out back in 2014 or so, that was Gen 6, I got back into Pokemon. And I played X and Y. I played Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, which were remakes of Gen 3. And then after that, I watch YouTubers who play Pokemon. I watch Let's Plays. I watch battling. I play a lot of Pokemon Showdown. If you're ever on Pokemon Showdown and you get a random battle against somebody named Whisperkicks, that's me. I play on there as Whisperkicks. I've thought about making a video of that, but I don't know, I've never done it. So I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Long story short, I used to watch the anime. I've tried it more recently, but it's a very kid-focused, kid-aimed anime, and it doesn't hold my interest as much as other animes do. I like anime. I don't have anything against anime, but the Pokemon anime, the newer episodes just don't really do much for me. So I've tried Pokemon Go a little bit, and I'm gonna say my initial thoughts so far, hopefully it will get better, but my initial thoughts so far, it hasn't really done very much for me so far. I feel like some core mechanics are missing, like battling and trading, and I just haven't been that wowed by it. I think part of it is I really like the story and the battle mechanics that make Pokemon, the normal Game Boy or DS type game, Pokemon, so complex, and make it so that it can hit a very young audience or an older audience such as myself, that I feel Pokemon Go in the actual gameplay is missing. And so for that reason, I have not been playing that much of it, but I know it's getting all kinds of people out. I think it's doing great things, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I don't go on that many walks or go out or have free time to go and do that stuff, unfortunately. When I have free time, I'm trying to do this. But I wish I did, because it's a cultural phenomenon. It's a moment in history, and if you haven't taken part yet, I encourage you to check it out and just see what it's like, if only for a few minutes. But I'm very curious to see how well it lasts. I think it'll be hard to keep this momentum that it has going, but who knows? does not help. But anyways, I guess enough rambling. Let's get to the article. How's that sound, guys? Also, I think I might do a bit of a ear-to-ear during this, so I might come over here for a little while and whisper on your right side, and then switch over here and whisper on your left side while I read. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Pokemon Go is a free-to-play, location-based augmented reality mobile game developed by Niantic. It was released in some countries in July 2016 for iOS and Android devices. Making use of GPS and the camera of compatible devices, the game allows for players to capture, battle, and train virtual creatures called Pokemon, who appear on device screens as though in the real world. The game is free to play, although it supports in-app purchases of additional gameplay items. Pokemon Go was released to mixed reviews. Reviewers praised the overall experience of the game and the incentive to adventure the real world, while noting technical issues that were apparent at launch. The game quickly became one of the most used smart device apps, surpassing the previous record held by Candy Crush Saga in the United States, and was a boon to the stock value of the Pokemon Company and Nintendo. The game was created with popularizing augmented reality and was praised by some medical professionals for potentially improving the mental and physical health of players, but also attracted some controversy due to reports of causing accidents and being a public nuisance at some locations. An optional companion Bluetooth wearable device, the Pokemon Go Plus, is planned for future release and will alert users when Pokemon are nearby. Gameplay. After establishing a game account, the player creates their avatar by selecting hair and skin and eye color, style, and outfit. After the avatar is created, it is displayed at the player's current location along with a map of the player's immediate surroundings. Features on the map include a number of Pokemon stops and Pokemon gyms. Pokestops provide players with items such as eggs, Pokeballs, and potions, and can be equipped with items called lures, which attract wild Pokemon. Gyms serve as battle locations for team-based King of the Hill matches. These are typically located at places of interest. These locations are repurposed ingress portals. Niantic's previous augmented reality game. As players travel the real world, their avatar moves along the game's map. Different Pokemon species reside in different areas of the world. For example, water-type Pokemon are generally found near water. When a player encounters a Pokemon, they may view it in either augmented reality AR mode or with a live render generic background. AR mode uses the camera and gyroscope on the player's mobile device to display an image of a Pokemon as though it were in the real world. Players can take screenshots of the Pokemon they encounter, either with or without the AR mode activated. Unlike other installations in the Pokemon series, players in Pokemon Go do not battle wild Pokemon to capture them. During an encounter with a wild Pokemon, the player may throw a Pokeball at it by flicking it from the bottom of the screen up toward the Pokemon. If the Pokemon is successfully caught, it will come under the ownership of the player. Factors in the success rate of capture include the right force, the right time, and the type of Pokeball used. After capturing a wild Pokemon, the player is awarded two types of in-game currencies, candies and Stardust. The candies awarded by a successful catch depend on what evolutionary chain a Pokemon belongs to. A player can use Stardust and candies to release a Pokemon's combat power, CP. However, only candies are needed to evolve a Pokemon. Each Pokemon evolution tree has its own type of candy, which can only be used to evolve or professor to earn one or more candy and create room for more Pokemon. The ultimate goal of the game is to complete the entries in the Pokedex, a comprehensive Pokemon encyclopedia, by capturing and evolving to obtain the original 151 Pokemon. All Pokemon are displayed with a combat power. A Pokemon's combat power is a rough measure of how powerful that Pokemon is in battle. Not all Pokemon of the same species will have the same CP. Generally, as a player levels up, they will catch Pokemon with a higher CP. Players earn experience points for various in-game activities. Players rise in level as they earn experience points. At level 5, the player is able to battle at Pokemon Gym and join one of 3 teams. Red for Team Valor, which uses Moltres as their mascot. Blue for Team Mystic, which uses Articuno as their mascot. Or yellow for Team Instinct, which uses Zapdos as their mascot. To give you an idea of how little I've played, I have not yet reached level 5 to pick a team, but if you have, comment below which team you've chosen. I still haven't decided which team I'm going to pick, which act as a larger factions within the Pokemon Go world. If a player enters a Pokemon gym that is controlled by a player that is not part of their team, they can challenge the leader to lower the gym's prestige. Once the prestige of a gym is lowered to 0, then the player will take control of the gym and is able to deposit 1 Pokemon to defend it. Similarly, a team can upgrade the prestige of a gym under their control by battling the gym leader. Each time a gym's level is raised, another player from the same team can deposit 1 of their Pokemon. Although the game is free to play, it supports in-app purchases of Pokeballs and other items. By July 14th, the ability to submit requests for new Pokestops and gyms was added to the game's support page, but an automatic email response explains that the new submissions were currently not being accepted. Let's see, there's development, Pokemon Go Plus, release, commercial response, technical issues, that doesn't sound very fun, reception, community cultural impact, effects on health, unofficial apps. Okay, let's scroll back up. Sorry, I just wanted to see what this article encompassed, because you kind of never know with a Wikipedia article what you're going to get. Development. The concept for the game was conceived in 2014 by Satoru Iwata of Nintendo and Tatsukaze Ishihara of the Pokemon Company as an April Fool's Day in collaboration with Google called Pokemon Challenge. Ishihara had been a fan of the developer Niantic's previous augmented reality game, Ingress, and saw the game's concept as a perfect match for the Pokemon series. Niantic used data from Ingress to populate the locations for Pokestops and gyms within Pokemon Go. In 2015, Ishihara dedicated his speech at the game's announcement on September 10th to Iwata, who had died 2 months earlier. The game's soundtrack was written by longtime Pokemon series composer Junji Masuda, who also assisted with some of the game's design. Among the game's visual designers was Dennis Wong, who had previously worked at Google and created the logo of Gmail. It's a good logo. On March 4th, 2016, Niantic announced a Japanese exclusive beta test would begin later that month, allowing players to assist in refining the game before its full release. The beta test was later expanded to other countries. On April 7th, it was announced that the beta would expand to Australia and New Zealand. Then on May 16th, the sign-ups for the field test were open to the United States. The test came to an end on June 30th. I'm going to skip the section on Pokemon Go Plus. Pokestop, the plus vibrates. The player can then press the button to capture the Pokemon. The player cannot check what they have caught until the device is connected to an appropriate mobile device. It is set for release sometime in July 2016. The design is a combination of a Pokeball and the shape of the Google Maps pin. The decision to create the device rather than create a smartwatch app was to increase uptake among players for whom a smartwatch is prohibitively expensive. The Plus, which had a pre-order cost of $34.99 US, was being listed on eBay for over $100 after Amazon, GameStop, and the official Pokemon store sold out. Release. I gotta say, I'm baffled by their release strategy, by the way, but I don't work for them. The game was released in Australia, New Zealand, and the United States on July 6, 2016. Due to the server strain from high demand upon release, Niantic CEO John Hank stated that the release in most other regions was paused until Niantic was comfortable fixing the issues. Pokemon Go was released in Germany on July 13th, in the United Kingdom on July 14th, and in Italy, Spain, and Portugal on July 15th. Pokemon Go was released in Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Greece, Greenland, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sweden, and Switzerland on July 16th. It was released in Canada on July 17th. The game was made available in Puerto Rico on July 19th. The game will become available in Japan on July 20th. Also, McDonald's will sponsor the game in the area. In South Korea, like most other Asian countries, Pokemon Go has not been released yet. The country, which is still technically at war with North Korea, has major restrictions on the use of online mapping data. However, due to a glitch, a small area around Sokcho in the northeastern part of the country is considered a part of Niantic's North Korea mapping region, making the game fully playable in that area. Numerous people have taken advantage of the gap to play the game. Bus tickets from the capital city of Seoul sold out, and people living within Sokcho shared information on free Wi-Fi areas to tourists. Players also discovered a gym in Panmunjom. I got nothing, guys, sorry. Panmunjom, North Korea, along the Korean demilitarized zone. However, Niantic later removed it from the game. In China, Google services are banned by the Great Firewall. Players of Pokemon Go in China bought Australian App Store IDs and used GPS spoofing app to use Google services, and because there are no Pokemon to catch in China, many Chinese people downloaded a clone known as Spirit City Go, which was released shortly after Pokemon Go's beta test in Japan. So the rest of the article, for the most part, is talking about the critical reception and fan reception and kind of commercial reception and stuff like that. But I'm not going to read that section because I can basically tell you what it says right now, which is it's blown up. It's huge. Nintendo stock, I think, is doubled in value since the game's released. But we're also only a couple weeks out, and I don't think that section is going to be that meaningful until we get a little bit further out and kind of see how the game is going to progress and evolve and last kind of the test of time. I don't think it's like a typical game. If I buy Pokemon Red, I have it, I'm gonna play it. That's the end of it. But with a game like Pokemon Go, it's more like an MMO, and you gotta keep playing, you gotta keep coming back to it, or the game kind of dies. It's not just like my own private, small universe. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it develops, and kind of go goes from there. So, I think that's going to be the end of the article for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this Wiki Wednesday Whispers. I hope you're enjoying Pokemon Go, or if you haven't tried it yet, I hope that you do give it a try, because I hear it's fantastic from people who've played it more than I have.